Whoa, holy guacamole. Welcome to the subtropics, folks. Getting a bit of rain. Wow, look at that. Can't hardly see. I'll go upstairs. G'day, folks. Andy here from McDowell Manor. Most of my yard is pretty sheltered because of you can see the edges. So the chooks are in fact, they're in a great place. And the quails is that white roof you can see. Where's my finger gone? You can see just there. That's the quail house. Even it's fairly sheltered up against the house. Now this is a wide veranda. You can see it blowing in. There's little tiny bits of hail. There, that's a really good view, isn't it? Yeah, it's fairly raining. I'll see if I can see what's happening in that little creek. But I'm not going to do it if I get soaking wet, to be honest with you. So we'll see how we go. You can see I've decorated for Halloween, huh? Whoa! Creek's not running particularly strongly. Now, we've been dry for ages. Have a look at those gutters, will you? Now, last couple of days we've had a little bit of rain, which has been really good. Because that's meant the ground's actually been moistened, and so a lot of the rain will actually soak in, which is fantabulous. But you can see the sheer volume of water going down those gutters. Okay, so I can actually see the little stream is running. I can zoom in there. Can you see it? Right about the middle of the screen. You can see the water running down around the rocks. Now if the bed of a grass performs like it normally does, just behind the bed of a grass there we end up with a nice sized big puddle. In fact I suspect it's there now, you just can't tell because it's covered in leaf litter. So there is actually drainage under that part where the big puddle is. It goes under the bed and comes out the other side. There's enough water coming down that it's not coping terribly well, but it'll be fine. This is a regular event for us. Regular viewers will have seen it before. So long as I don't spot any jade perch swimming around in those puddles, I'm happy. So the drain's blocked up. Running into the shed. So we'll unblock. Holy guacamole, look at that. It's filled up those little bits. Jeez, I'll be chipping that out tomorrow. So you can see that's all that bloody leaf litter. Right up under the shed door, unfortunately. Not much I can do about that. I did clean it before the storm came. I'm going to turn you off because I need to bend down and pick out that leaf litter, and I'll empty this out while I'm at it. Well, there you go. Rookie mistake one, Andy. Can't really tell, but believe it or not, the sun's out. Have a look at the water. That's a decent sized puddle. So that's what we do. You can still hear the thunder. We puddle around and we have a look and see what needs to be fixed up. Chickens are emerging from the from the house. They've got a rainproof roof on top, and when it gets really bad they also get in the house. Let's have a look and see if that drain that you saw me clearing before has stayed clear. Pretty much. There's a little bit there I'll pick out. Geez, it must have belted. Well, I can tell you it belted down because look at the mud. That's a moringa cutting. Look at the mud up the wall from it belting into the top of that pot. Unbelievable. Yeah, we're definitely headed for more rain. The sun's going in and out. You see it comes down the drain into this swale I built. This first one was a huge big hole I dug and then filled with big rock. Then it runs down there into this next puddle, and the vetiver grass provides a nice anchor. The roots provide an anchor around the edge to make sure it soaks in rather than going straight through. So that's good. So I've freed that top end up, running a lot better now. I don't mind if it slows down there for a while and sits. It'll give it time to soak in. And you can see I might pull some of the debris out of here, but that's full. That's more than ankle deep now. You can see that tells me we've had 29.2 millimeters of rain. Should be fine for the next little while. And it's spitting. So you can see this is all dried out now. This is about an hour later. You can certainly see where it was, can't you? And you can see the depth. That was lapping the top of that board. So the aim really is always, well in my case anyway, slow it all down. That's what you saw at the swale out the front. Give it time to soak in and disperse. And hopefully that's one good way of stopping it all going down the gutter like I showed you before. Time viewers also know, of course, we harvest all our rainwater in these big tanks attached to the back of the house. So everything that comes off the roof, rather than just let it run away, we try to store as much as we can fit. And obviously I can't fit much more than that in my yard. Just so it can be used later. We've got all pumps and irrigation hooked up off that. Spin around, there's the irrigation system you can see runs through. That's all hooked up. And that's what we try to water the garden with rather than the town water. If you like these kind of homesteading in the city videos, feel free to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon, and that way they'll let you know every time we put a new video up.